Hello, good day. You're welcome to another edition of our online class. But today we'll be looking at a different topic, talking about the parts of the energizer. To a large extent, I've come to understand that so many persons do not still understand most of the parts. Some parts you see on the energizer and you don't know the function of most of those parts. So in this very video, I'll be explaining what these very component, the parts they are used for. Now, I have to talk about the terminals for the siren, the terminals for the strobe, the tamper button, the switch terminals, the jumpers that are used to program the energizer. We'll be talking about that today, so that when next you come across your energizer and you see those terminals, you should know exactly what they are meant for. Because by the time they said, if the purpose of the thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. By the time you know this will help build you up, even while you're trying to even go to the next level, the next stage of using the energizer to understand, okay, what are these parts really used for? Even if there are faults, you have fault with a particular energizer, it helps you to decide to say, okay, fine, this is where this problem is coming from. I just hope you sit back and enjoy this video, and when we come back, we'll come talk about all we've learned. See, for your energizers, one thing you should understand, what is this? This is your tamper button. This will spring. Now, if that is not pressed, the energizer would not turn on. You start hearing this sound. Let's assume we try to turn it on. You hear that sound? Saying that the energizer is not ready, the tamper button. That's why you have when you press the cover. And there's another option of you trying to, if you don't want to press it, see, there's a position for a jumper here, under. You see the two pins there, under. Those pins, you can actually, I don't know if I can actually, okay, that's a pin here. That's it there. If you close that pin with a jumper, that thing comes on. Let me see. Okay, if I remove this would not work. So as you may have a spare jumper, I just place it here. This energizer will turn on. But now we don't have a jumper there. Then now for the siren, let me show you your siren port. Yes, some persons have not seen this. You see, the first is the siren, plus minus. Next is light, positive and negative. And the third is the switch. That switch is used to program your energizer. If you want to connect smart devices to it, remote control to it, you want to control your control your energizer remotely using your phone, using what's the name, a remote. Just think of any device. It can be connected to that terminal. So, but if you have a siren, like I said, siren, the positive part there, and that's a plus, and the other is the minus. Then the light is a strobe light. You know these flashers, right? Flashers are connected to that port. We have and why you use flashers most times, you can have series of buildings with electric fences. It can be maybe in a street and there's electric fences. If there's intrusion on any of them, that flasher will begin, or maybe the alarm goes off, because sometimes alarm can go off. You don't even know the particular place it's coming from. But when you see that flasher, it helps you to identify the very building where you have that intrusion. So that's for that. Then this very fuse, this one here, this is your fuse for your charging. Comes from to protect this board from charging excess voltage. This helps cut off if there's maybe a surge kind of sometimes. If that fuse is blown, it means this panel would not come on through the AC when the AC power socket is connected. All right, then this is the cable from your transformer that charges the battery. So this is the cable from that transformer. Why this fuse? You have one is for the battery protection and auxiliary. The other one is for the auxiliary. So if this battery protection fuse is blown, most times you don't have the battery system doesn't work. You connect the battery, it would not turn on. If I decide to take this one out, for example, this fuse at the top here, the one at the top, It means the energizer will on battery mode, it can't even turn on. Then the other on bottom, most times if your siren doesn't work sometimes, you put your energizer, siren and strobe terminals are not working, check that fuse. And this is the fuse, the one at the bottom that controls those parts. So these jumpers, they're also used to program the energizer. So I think that's all for now. Yeah, thank you. I hope you enjoyed that video. I really do hope you do. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, share this video massively, and please advise others to join us so that we are able to sanitize the space of for electric fencing, where we're able to push out quacks totally out of the feed. Till we meet again in our next class. Do have a lovely week. Bye for now.
The Food Tech Team.
I'm the red guy, call me Slim Shady, getting the death.